All right, give yourselves a round of applause.
So, when Trump got elected,
I was in college.
I was 16.
I was 7 months pregnant.
I remember
I was home with my family.
it was kind of like a roller coaster.
We progressively got angrier and sadder, and I think the primary emotion that I remember feeling was fear.
I woke up that morning expecting
that we would have our first female president.
First thing that rushed through my mind was my freedoms being taken away from me and my future child.
And my whole view of America had changed.
I looked around, I felt like I didn't know this country anymore.
As a child of immigrants, I was worried about other people of color.
I was absolutely devastated.
I was complacent.
I felt distressed.
I felt uncomfortable in the country that I've immigrated to.
that didn't want me and that didn't value me as a non-white person.
You just felt a change in the atmosphere.
It really felt like this ominous cloud was gathering and an underbelly of America was about to be exposed.
How did this all go wrong?
There are a lot of people out there who support his ideology
And have been further validated by the words and language that he uses.
Fascism is alive and well in this country.
He's shown racist traits, sexist traits.
Trump is just a sound piece for the racism, xenophobia, sexism, transphobia that is at the root of our current system.
What Trump represents isn't what we want.
His administration has created legislation that has deteriorated the rights of women and minority groups.
He's rolled back important environmental protections that safeguard our water and our air.
I didn't think at all that there was this much hate in America.
Then I discovered that if I actually did something, I felt better.
So I decided that what I wanted to do was get involved with an organization that would help people get the ID they need to vote.
I vote on a local level, not just presidential level.
I've linked up with other doctors.
I got involved in student government.
Wrote to senators, called senators, worked on campaign.
And I talk to my friends and I have difficult conversations.
Learning from them and teaching them.
How important it is to read.
And educate myself as much as possible.
Well, my vision for the future
is built on a foundation of caring for one another.
A better representation in democracy.
Changing policies and practices.
Where equality is a given. It's just a given.
To creating a better world.
I want to live in a world where future generations don't have to worry about being shot in the street.
the vision of the future for our son.
Protecting the people that Trump could care less about.
Where we have actual sex ed classes in schools.
Electing conservation leaders that will put people and the planet before profits.
Not political apartheid made up of voter suppression and disenfranchisement.
That's the future we're fighting for.
We only get there with, in part, by policy change.
And through organizing.
We have to have huge structural change.
Right now, the issues at hand with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and all of the people who have suffered injustice and police brutality, those are all human rights issues. But leading up to November, it's going to be a political issue.
I know that change can happen in 2020, and our nation and our planet needs it.
Make sure you're doing what you can.
Elections matter, and leadership matters.
Making sure that we have a free and fair and full election.
We have to get out there and make our voices heard because too many people want us to not do that.
I'm encouraging everybody to get an absentee ballot and make sure their vote is protected.
We all have to vote.
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 Vote and vote.
If we don't show up on that day, there will be no change.
We are in charge.
God bless the USPS.